Big respect to my next guest, who's been writing tunes since he was a teenager. He has worked with artists such as Michael Rose, Taurus Riley, Lucian Fire. Originally from Seafoot, Jamaica, St. Thomas, 2 times Juno Award winner. Here to speak about his latest project on the Peace of Love Rhythm. Blessed Brethren, Wagwan.
There, man. There. Thanks for having me on this interview, you know. Can't complain, COVID free.
Blessed, the pleasure is all mine. Blessed, let me get right into it. What was the vibe for you like when you first heard the Peace of Love Rhythm?
When I first heard it, I just fell in love with the rhythm right away. You know, and sometimes when I get rhythm, sometimes them so good, sometimes I can get intimidated by them sometimes, you know. But this one, I just fall in love with it, and I just knew exactly what to put on it. You know what I mean? The rhythm spoke to me really and inspired me to come up with this song, you know? And I'm so happy to be a part of this because it's like foundation reggae music, you know?
Blessed, I love it. When Walshy was like, yo, let me send you this rhythm, vibes it for me. I'm like, all right, cool. When I hear rhythms, I think more like digital rhythms because everybody say, oh, let me send you a rhythm, Brethren. And it's what you have traditionally come to know as the dancehall rhythm. When I clicked the rhythm, I heard it was a roots reggae rhythm. Just like you, I fell in love. And since then, I have not been able to even come off anything else.
See, yeah, man, the rhythm is a classic. And, you know, there's a rumor going around that reggae is dead. So this one is definitely going to shut up all of those people who are telling those lies on reggae music.
Blessed, let me ask you a question. What about this rhythm, the Peace of Love rhythm, that when you heard it, you said, boom, ganja tune?
You know, just the vibe it gave me, you know, just the laid forward vibe that it had, the bass line, just the way it was going, you know what I mean? And then, to be honest, like I was inspired by current events in Canada where they were going to legalize marijuana at the time. So I'm going to say, all right, I'm going to write a herb tune on this because this would be relevant for the times and, you know, they're legalizing it. And I figured that we could market it even to get even the dispensaries to use the song in a commercial or something like that. So I figured, yeah, man, that would be definitely be the right song to put on the rhythm.
Man, tell me about the concept of the song, Herb Dream, because it's a ganja tune, but in this tune, you're talking about all the different strings. Tell me about the concept for this song, Blessed.
Yeah. Like I said, before the herb got legalized, a whole bunch of illegal dispensaries opened up, right? So then they had all the different strains. You know what I mean? So you'd go in the dispensary. We're not used to that because before that, you'd have to check the local weed man and they only have one strain. And you have to just work with that. But you know, the dispensary, you walk in and there's so many different strains and so many different names. And that's where the inspiration really came from to talk about the different strains. And that's really how I got the names too, you know, from going in the dispensary. And then I've always been inspired by the Vineyard Style It, Wicked and Wild by Supercat. You know what I mean? And the Animal Style It, Wicked and Wild. You know, them songs there from your youth. I grew up in Jamaica. It's been embedded in me. So I say, all right, me get the Herb Dream melody and the chorus. I'm say, all right, how about I talk about it like the different strains of weed are dancing and partying with each other, just like how Supercat did it in the Vineyard Style. You know what I mean? And it just work out, you know what I mean? And then in the second verse, I say, all right, I've never heard anybody talk about what other people call it around the world, what other people call herb around the world. Did my research, found out, and just put that in the second verse. Them call it Kiffy in North Africa and call it Daga in South Africa, in Hawaii, Pakalolo. But, you know, just to rhyme, I say Pakalola. You know them way that.
That's very funny. That's very funny that you said the Hawaiian, because my question is like, I couldn't pick up what you said about the Hawaiian. So my question was like, yo, I'm gonna ask him, what they call that in Hawaii?
Pakalolo.
Pakalolo. Blessed, you missed one. You missed what they call it here in Antigua.
What them call it?
The Dadli.
Okay. Don't worry, when we sing it live, we'll add that. That part there.
What kind of feedback have you been getting from this tune?
Oh man, I just got some great news from Spotify. They emailed me and told me that they've added it to one of their editorial playlists. It's called Love. Is it Love? Yeah, Love. It has almost 2 million subscribers or followers for that playlist. That was great news for me because I've had other songs for this year. I have 4 singles released, right? And this is the one that Spotify is calling me about, saying that they added it to their playlist. You know what I mean? So that's a joy. Right now, it's only been out for 3 weeks. Well, almost 3 weeks, and it have 18,000 streams on Spotify already. You know what I mean? Everywhere I go, people are just in love with it. You know what I mean? Nobody dislikes it. You know, so far, to my face at least.
No.
You know what I mean? Even people that don't smoke weed.
Is this the first time you're working with Walshy, Fire, and the Expanders?
Oh, no. We had a song previously. That's our next thing too. We have a next song, Money Don't Grow Up on Trees. Right? That's a big song. It was a big song in, Canada and everything. You know what I mean? And this new song is just outdoing it right now because it has a lifetime stream count of 43,000, right? And this new song is already at 18.
Wow.
So you see.
Numbers are there. The rhythm, Peace of Love. It's a roots reggae rhythm. Roots reggae rhythm speak to the conscious and the spiritual. This song has a little bit of both. Was that by accident or you just knew this was it?
Yeah, I just knew, just the inspiration. You know what I mean? And remember, my name is Blessed. So I try to keep everything blessed and everything spiritual and motivational and inspirational. You know what I mean? And I always try to teach something in my lyrics too, Just
what's the lesson in this tune?
Lesson for this tune is herb is the healing of the nation. You know what I mean? Marijuana should not be demonized. And I feel like the people who are in jail for marijuana should be free. They came up with a law in Canada where if you got convicted for an ounce or less of weed, then they would set you free. But what about the people that were arrested for a pound of weed or 2 pounds of weed? You know what I mean? Or 3 pounds of weed? They're still there. And I don't think that's right because the dispensaries are allowed to have as much weed as they want. But, you don't know. So that's basically what I wanted to say, that all herbalists should be free. You know what I mean?
Yes.
Definitely.
Blessed, I'm going to let you go. I ask you one last question. I know you've been writing since you was 12 years old. Writing tunes, running these tunes. Do you remember the moment you like, yo, I got bars? Do you remember that time when it just hit you? That you realized I could do this?
When it really hit me was when I came up with the Natural African song. You know what I mean? Love Natural African Woman. And I saw the reaction that it wasn't just getting love from people who listen to reggae music, it was getting love from people who listen to pop music. You know what I mean? They would put it up against, they had Battle of the Beats, they put it up against Beyonce, Brian McKnight and them thing there. And it would win. And that was unheard of for a local artist at the time, much less reggae artist. So definitely that's when I knew that I was onto something great, And
you won the Juno Award for that tune. Canada's version of the Grammys.
Exactly. And that was when, me not even knowing nothing about the business. It was really unexpected. You know what I mean?
Those are the best things. When it comes, you're not expecting it. Those are the best things. Blessed, I'm going to give you the final word. Anything you want to say, the floor is yours.
Well, check me out at blessedb3.com. That's blessedb3.com. I have 4 brand new singles out. I didn't plan it that way. The universe did it that way. I have a song, Dancehall Vaccine, produced by The Real Thing Records and Explorer Records. Another song, Black Man, produced by Jump Shot Records. And that's doing really well too. Another one, Care For You, produced by Empire Studios. And then, of course, the biggest one of them all, Herb Dream, produced by Walshy and the Expanders. You know what I mean?
Blessed, thank you so much. What Dadley Soldier? This is Blessed representing.
Are you name What Dadley Soldier?
Yeah.
I don't know the name already, man.
Really?
I definitely know. Yeah. Yeah. I didn't know it was you. Yeah. What Dadley Soldier had a dream, a marijuana dream. It was a marijuana party with herbs on the scene. I will never hear no siren. It is blessed, represented for our Dudley soldier, you don't know.